Now the real problem is a little bit more complicated. In our two example, we only had two movies in the database and hundred of users, so we're able to just simply count things. In the real Netflix situation, you'll have hundreds of millions of subscribers, and you'll have tens of thousands of movies, and the rating matrix is going to be huge. So if you think about possible number of possible combinations to watch this 10,000 movies, so each movie can be watched or not watched. So you have 2 to the power 10,000 possible combinations. So that's how many ways you can build a history of movies. So that's and this is a big universe of possible combinations of movies you can watch. And essentially, if you try to fill in the matrix of all possible sequences of movies or all possible combinations of movies that a user watched, then you basically will not have much of an overlap. You're going to have a lot of missing values there. Most of these subscribers haven't watched most of the movies, and the if you take a subscriber and you try to find subscribers who watch similar movies or the same movies, it's likely that you won't find any. So there are two people. It's unlikely to find two people that have the same watch history. So this combinatorial explosion of possible combinations, basically no one's history is exactly the same as yours. So you have a lot of missing values, but there's also use, that we still can work with that situation when you have to do those predictions at scale. And essentially, we just have to do a little bit more careful modeling. We cannot do this enumeration and the matrix anymore, so we have to build a predictive model that uses a slightly different approach. And the fundamental approach is to predict the rating you're going to give to a movie. And we're going to build it by looking at conditional probability. And we're going to condition the probability that you're going to like the movie based on the following attributes. The overall average. So what's the average rating of a movie on the Netflix across all of the movies? Film offset. So what how good this specific movie is. So what was the rating given by other users to that specific movie? The next one is user offset. So how harsh of a reviewer you are. So there are some people that dislike most of the movies, and there are other users who like most of the movies. So what type of a user you are. And the next one is the user film interaction, which is the most important one. So it tells the model what type of preferences you have, whether you like the war movies or you'll have dramas. So you as a user, what type of movies you liked before. So let's say the overall average rating across all films is 3.7. Now you take a movie and the movie, let's say 4.1. Okay. And let's say as a user, you are, you're a kind person. You give 4 or 5 to most of the movies. So let's say your average rating is 4.3. So you just in general like movies and you rate them highly. And then let's say that you like war drama and you like love stories. And this movie happens to be war drama and love stories. So this movie will have a high user film interaction score. So let's say 4.7. So then the model takes all of those things and combines them into a single number and comes up with a suggestion. So it says, for example, this movie is going to be 4.4. So yeah, so it's the movie was not rated that high. It's 4.1, but the movie that you're supposed to like because of the topics, and you generally like movies. So your specific rating for this movie is going to be 4.4. So in the Netflix case, the user film interactions are calculated based on your personal ratings of similar movies that have the same characteristics as the current movie. Um, so and it's not just one latent variable. to describe a subscriber, but it's dozens of them. So this user movie interaction is a complex one. And there are multiple attributes that can describe the movie. It's a British murder mystery, or it's a cooking show, or it's featuring a hipster comedy, or so all of those attributes, and then they try to correlate what type of attributes relate the most to you, and based on that, we'll calculate this user film interaction score.